Remember the prisoners of war and those missing in action, knowing that all gave some gave all. May we yearn for the day when justice and liberty exist for all, knowing that all gave some gave all. And may it be so, knowing that all gave some gave all.
I'm honored to welcome all of you to our third annual Veterans Day flag ceremony. And I want to also extend a special warm welcome to all of those veterans who are here today. The University of Massachusetts is very, very proud of you. When your country needed you, you stepped forward, and your service will never be forgotten.
It's great to be here and also to see the remarkable work that the university is doing under Chancellor Meehan's leadership to be military friendly. I think this is particularly important in the 5th Congressional District of Massachusetts, where I know as Marty served this district so ably, as I have had the great honor to be its representative to Washington. I see over and over again the multi-generational tradition of military service, how often families answer this call. So wherever I go, I meet parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, sisters, nieces, children, all looking forward to service. It's something that's very much embedded in the culture of the 5th District.
As you know, I spent the last 3.5 years as the commanding officer of the Marine Corps' Wounded Warrior Regiment. It didn't exist before I stood it up back in 2007. I got a chance to take care of our nation's finest men and women as they recovered from horrific combat injuries, training accidents, and life-threatening diseases. Of my 30 years as a Marine, without a doubt, that job was my most rewarding and satisfying. And it mainly was because it was an honor for me to be able to serve our wounded, ill, and injured. Stories about Marines who represent each of these fights. The first Marine was a Marine named Sergeant Merlin German, who fought for his life. Sergeant German was wounded in a roadside blast in February of 2005, and he was burned over 97% of his body. He was given a 3% chance of survival. He astounded his doctors by not only surviving, but eventually walking out of the hospital under his own power. Merlin was called the Miracle Man because few people in the world have ever survived burns of his magnitude and lived to tell about it. We at the regiment remembered and honored Sergeant Merlin German by naming our call center after him. Today it's called the Sergeant Merlin German Wounded Warrior Call Center. He may not still be in the fight, but he has not forgotten.